Here's how you can sponsor your family to Canada. If you are thinking of sponsoring your family members for Canadian immigration, this video's for you because it has all the information you need to complete the family sponsorship application successfully. Canada offers different family sponsorship programs that can be utilized by grandparents, parents, children, spouses, conjugal partners, and common law partners. Let us know in the comments, which of your family members are you thinking of sponsoring for Canadian immigration and the country they are currently living in. It seems like a sufficient majority of newcomers, as per Canada's Immigration Levels Plan, belong to the family class immigration. In 2022, Canada planned to allow up to 105,000 immigrants in the family class category to enter the country. Similarly, it also aimed to welcome 25,000 immigrants under the Parents and Grandparents Program, PGP. Plus, Canada also had plans to let 80,000 spouses, partners, and children come to the country. Now to the main question: how can you become a sponsor? Do you want to sponsor a family for Canadian immigration? Here's what you need to prove to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, to sponsor a family member. You can support the family member you are sponsoring for a few years. You are at least 18 years old. You either have permanent residency in Canada or Canadian citizenship. So which family members can you sponsor? You can sponsor parents, grandparents, children, spouses, common law and conjugal partners. As a Canadian citizen, you only have the option of sponsoring family members, including sisters, brothers, uncles, and aunts. Let's now find out how to sponsor your spouse or partner. There are two options for sponsoring a spouse for Canadian immigration. You can apply as an outland applicant or an inland applicant. So, what's the difference between the two? Outland applicants are those who apply for Canadian immigration from outside of Canada. On the other hand, inland applicants are individuals living in Canada who want to sponsor their spouses for immigration. It is important to note here that if you are a permanent resident applying as an outland applicant, you must stay in Canada without your spouse till the application is processed. However, there is no such restriction for Canadian citizens since they are allowed to live with their spouse in another country till the sponsorship application is processed. Applicants must submit the following applications at the same time. Application for sponsoring a spouse or partner. Application for obtaining permanent residency for a spouse or partner. If you are an inland applicant applying to sponsor your spouse, you also need to apply for a Spousal Open Work Permit, SOWP, while submitting your sponsorship application. How to sponsor a child for Canadian immigration. Do you want to sponsor your children for Canadian immigration? For that, you at least need to be 18 years old while also being a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident in Canada. Moreover, you need proof of being capable of financially supporting yourself and your children. You can sponsor your child for Canadian immigration, but their age must be under 22, and they should be your biological or legal child. Children aged 22 or more qualify as dependents, especially if they are unable to support themselves due to a mental or physical condition and their parents supported them financially before they turned 22. Let's look into how to sponsor your parent or grandparent. The PGP allows you to sponsor your parents and grandparents. Canadian citizens or permanent residents in Canada who are at least 18 years old are eligible to sponsor their parents or grandparents for immigration. They must remain in Canada until the sponsorship application is processed. Temporary residents or individuals whose permanent residence application has not been processed yet are not eligible to sponsor their parents and grandparents for Canadian immigration under the PGP. You also need to prove that your current income meets the minimum necessary income (MNI) requirement. The application process and the MNI requirements for sponsoring parents and grandparents go through changes on a regular basis. IRCC issues new application instructions every year. Parents and grandparents interested in living in Canada as visitors could go for the Super Visa, since it enables them to live in the country for a maximum of 5 years without renewing their status. Our video update for today ends here. If you found our video helpful, like, subscribe, and share our videos with your family and friends. Thanks for watching.